Hey, my creatives, it's your girl Tina. Welcome back to the channel. Merry Christmas, everyone. So glad you all stopped by for another video. Can somebody tell him thank you? For truly, Jesus is the reason for the season, the greatest gift that we will ever unwrap. Born in the manger, no room in the inn. Can somebody just acknowledge that he arrived? Let's get it. In this video, you all, we will be making a gift card holder. Love it. Can you see this gorgeousness? I love it. I love it. I love it. What did I use? I used some tea dye distress ink for the base. And then for the tags and the label, I use vintage photo. Love, 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 love the way that this turned out. And then on the back, there is the gift card holder. All right. So I made one of those. I made two of those because I'm getting ready to do some little happy mail for some of my subscribers and my crafty friends. And I was like, I never really used this die since I have purchased it like a year and a half ago. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to pull that die out. It would be perfect for my Happy New Year's little love. I love the way that it turned out. All right, so I want to show you all my twist on this particular die. Now, this is a honeybee stamp die. The company is Honeybees, okay? And so this is called the Frappie card die, all right? And I want to show you how I use the die and how I put my gift card holder together. Now, all of the supplies that I use, I'll have it in the description box because this is another die by My Creative Time. All right. And we're gonna I'm gonna show you how I did this. So this is how the die cuts out. This is the base because this is a card die. So this was made and designed that it folds right here and it becomes a card. So let me just fold it so I can show you all what I'm talking about. Okay. This is how it was designed to look and be assembled like this. And it's a card. But I'm going to show you what I decided to do because I didn't want to make a card. Okay, I did not want to make a card, but I wanted to make a gift card holder. So what I did was I just came in here, and I hope you all can see. Okay, and I just cut on that score line. All right, so I cut that apart. We're going to lay this aside. All right. First thing we're going to do, this is the overlay that goes on top of here. So we're going to take our tea dye and we're just going to color this up, right? Okay, I want you all to be able to see. And what I tried to do was I tried to make the top of this is the cup. I wanted to make this darker from the bottom because I don't know about you all, but whenever I get frappes, I think that's what they call Frappuccino, whatever it's called, my ice or whatever always rises to the top and the drink is always at the bottom. So I wanted to make that kind of like a separation, right? Okay. So I try to make this darker all the way around. How's Christmas going for everybody so far? I know you all are enjoying yourself. And I know it's kind of different. It's different because we're used to getting together. We're used to gathering with one another, our families and our friends. And, you know, this year, this season is just very different. But I just want to encourage everybody, you know, it's not going to last forever. We're going to have some kind of normalcy coming back. God is not going to forget us, right? So it's just best to just keep yourself safe. Keep yourself healthy. If you are going to gather, put your mask on and just be safe. All right. All right, so I colored that in. Then I want to go over and we're going to do all of our shading first. So now I'm going to use the vintage photo for my straw. For my 2 tags, these tags, that information will be in the description box as well. All right. Okay, let's start with our tags over here. Okay. I just think that this vintage photo looks really nice against the tea dye. Right. Okay. So I do all my inking together. So what y'all cooking for Christmas today? I hear some people not having like traditional Christmas with dressing and, you know, all the heavy stuff. Some people doing different types of things. Some people doing hors d'oeuvres. I heard somebody say they making nothing but hors d'oeuvres. I don't know about that for Christmas. I need food on Christmas. I guess I'm just kind of old school. Because I was like, hors d'oeuvres on Christmas? Now, I could kind of see that on New Year's. Because we always had kind of like a laid-back New Year's. Mama always cooked them black-eyed peas. We always had black-eyed peas and cornbread with greens. But I ain't going to tell y'all, you know, Mama had her reason for doing whatever she was doing, honey. But I don't really get into, like, because she had the greens, which supposed to represent money and all that kind of stuff. So I never really got into that. So you all see how I kind of made the middle light and darker around. This is what I did. I took the tea dye and I just put it in the middle like this. Okay. And then I took the vintage photo and went around. Now, this Happy New Year stamp is a stamp that I got from Hobby Lobby some years ago. And you all, there's not a lot of Happy New Year stamps out. But I think I only have 2. And I look every year hoping that somebody come out with one. Nobody comes out. It's like New Year's is like the forgetting or the forgotten holiday, huh? After Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, I guess people tired, so they don't worry about, I guess crafting. But I really want more Happy New Year sentiment stamps. So if you all know of a place or a company that sells them or have one, can y'all hit your girl up and let her know so I can go over and get me one? Because I done wore these 2 Happy New Year stamps out, honey. I use them all the time. All right, so I want to color like this little stitch part. So what I did was I took my little stick here and I just simply used it and rubs it across and it gives that effect, and I love the way that it looks. Yep. Now I know some people saying it don't be no color in the phone. Well, this is creativity. I like it, so that's what I do. You don't have to do it this way, but to me it just adds something extra to the card. Okay. So I do that. And then I'm going to ink the edges using the tea dye, right? I'm going to ink up my edges, you all. Okay, what's on the dessert table? Anybody made a caramel cake? And I'm talking about a real caramel cake from scratch. Y'all don't know nothing about that, do you? caramel cake, honey. Put that milk, that sugar in that pan. Let that sugar melt down. Drop that milk up in there. And honey, get to stirring. Woo. Your arm be tired, baby. By the time you finish stirring up that caramel, honey, let that caramel start to come and form. Drop that vanilla flavor over in there. Drop that butter. And baby, woo, let that stuff get thick. That be some good eating right there on a homemade cake with homemade caramel. Y'all better stop playing with it. For real. Brock ain't got nothing on no homemade caramel, honey. When you make that caramel from scratch and you study stirring and study stirring. Anybody do a banana pudding this Christmas? Yes, that's another one, honey. Drop that milk in that pot. Mix up that flour and that sugar, honey. And let that milk and that flour and sugar be on that bowl. Honey, you take them eggs and separate them. Take that yolk out of that egg, baby, and drop it in that milk. Let it stir up, honey, and start to cook. Drop that flour and that sugar in that milk and egg mixture. Woo! Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. All right, so now let me show you what I'm gonna do. Because as you can see, I got like the water stain effect. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to add some drops. Where's my water? All right, we're going to add some drops on these here items. So I just take my little brush and then I just flick water, right? And I just put it on everything because I like the way it look. Now that was a big drop right there. Okay. All right, that's that. Okay. So now, after we did all of that, let me get up all this water. Okay. Just gonna show y'all what I did with my little holders. When you buy dyes, that's the good thing about it. You can create with it more than one way. You don't have to just create with it just, you know, the way that it was designed. All right. I always take, this is the straw. So this is what I like to do. I like to take my straw and I like to fold it in half. This is just what I do. You don't have to do this. But I fold it in half evenly, right? The reason why I do that is because I want my straw to be color on both sides. I don't want it to be this side white. So this is what I do. I just take it and then I adhere it together. Guess I need another bottle of this. It's probably coming to the end of my little glue. All right, so this is what I do with that. Just like that. Okay. Then I take my little ink and I try to ink the edges. Get the little white stock out of there. All right, so that is done. Now I'm going to come back. I want to do these edges a little bit more defined. As you can see, I'm defining the edges, making them darker with this same vintage. This is the tea dye with the same tea dye. But now I'm just defining the edges, putting a little shadow on there, a little depth. Okay. So I just wanted to show you all a different way to use this dye. Because I know it's a very popular dye. I've seen a lot of people with this dye. And I just love this. Right? Okay, so now we're going to assemble. So now I have the two panels from the card that I separated, okay? I'm going to take this. I'm going to adhere this bottom piece. And you could use whatever you want. If you want to use adhesive tape, you can use that, whatever you're comfortable with using. Y'all know I'm a Beacons girl, so that's what I rock. And that's what we're going to use on this today. Okay, so now I'm going to assemble the card together. Everything lines up just so perfectly. I love the water stains that came into this. It's just really nice. I like it. All right, then we're going to take this top piece. We're going to adhere it. This is a really nice gift card holder. Okay. We know January is like a cold month, so I'm sending all of my Happy New Year little greetings out in January, a cold month. So I thought this would be befitting. This could be hot chocolate. Well, no, it couldn't be hot chocolate. Well, I guess it can. I don't know. I love it. That's what I do know, and it represents warmth. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Y'all, did y'all get any snow where you live? Please leave it in the comments. Chi-Town did not really get any snow. We had like little flickers, a few little sprinkles. And when I say a few, it was like really a few. Just a little dust. That's what you can call it. That's all we got is a little dust. All right, you all, this is what I do with the straw. Now, the straw is kind of long. I really don't like how long the straw is. I don't like my straw to be extended out like that. I don't know why. So that's another reason why I like to fold it. So I'm just going to stick this in there. And now it adds a little bulk. I'm going to be honest with you. But if you just hold it down with the beacons, beacons will catch. It gives you a little wiggle room. But it does catch and close up. And you can't even really tell. I love this. So I don't like to have my straw out too far. Just enough. That's just enough for me. Because I don't want the straw to bend. That's another reason why I like to fold it. Because it makes it a little bit more sturdier as well. Okay. All right. So, it's a little uneven right there. Y'all know I got a little problem with stuff ain't right. Okay, so now that's the first layer. Now we want to cover this back. Why? Because we're going to put our twine on there. And I know I had that twine. Now it been rolled off somewhere. Betty, I don't want to hear you, girl. I know what you're saying. Tina, girl, get yourself together. Oh, the twine done rolled somewhere, y'all. Oh my goodness. I don't see this twine. I'm about to scream. It's a whole thing of twine and it done rolled somewhere and I can't see it, and I bet you it's right in my face. I hate when that happens because I had everything sitting over here ready to go and the doggone twine then went somewhere. So we're going to use some other kind of twine. That's all we're going to do. We're going to keep this train moving. All right, we'll use some other type of twine. But this is a big, huge roll, and it done rolled off the thing. I tell you, it always happens to me. Something goes wrong when you're trying to do a video. But that's all right, y'all. We're going to keep going. It's a good thing I got tons of supplies, right? If once something fail, I always got a ram in the bush. So we'll use this one. This was the sparkly one, but we'll use this chocolate one. All right, so we're going to just take some of this off, right? Then we're going to wrap. Make sure I got enough, because I hate getting into the wraps and then I don't have enough. All right, here we go. So what we're doing with this is we're going to wrap this around here like this. I'm going to try to wrap it twice. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to take our tags. And again, all of the supplies will be in the description box of what I use. We're going to just thread this in. The tag that you want on the bottom, always thread it first. And then come behind with the tag that you want on the top. So I'm using 100% and then enjoy. Okay. This was actually easier to thread than the other original one that I was using, which is a good thing. All right, then I'm just going to make a bow. And y'all, I can never tie my bows straight. Do you all have that type of problem? I don't even worry about it no more, because it's like all of my bows go to the side. I cannot tie a straight across bow. I laugh at myself, but I love the way that looks. Okay. Okay. So now, because I tied that across, I don't like this open part. And so what I'm going to do is put this as a backer to finish this, to make it look more clean. Did I say that right? More clean. It don't sound right to my ears. All right. Okay, so we just going to adhere this. And this is that other second side of the card that we originally started with. And all I did was cut it in half. Okay. Then we're going to lay that down. Now, watch when you do this, because one side of the card is the finish. It got a little detail and embossing in it. That's the front of the card, right? So make sure when you put this on the back that you putting the two raw sides together. And then you making sure the embossed, the finished side is facing you. Okay? Then you just make sure it's even. Now, don't worry about that, because you can go back and just trim that off. But make sure the top is what's lined up. That's how you know if it's on right. The top is lined up. Okay? Now, let me show you about going back and just evening that out. So it's just a little small edge. We're just going to make that even. Yep, just like that. I love it. Now, since I put the beacons all through the back and adhered this extra piece, it is really, really sturdy now. I love that. Okay, now we're going to put our sentiment here. Happy New Year. We're just going to adhere that to the front. I hope I was in frame for the whole process, you all. And we're just going to put this in the middle. Just like that. I love this. As a matter of fact, you all, I think I like this trim. This is not trim. This is called, Why can't I think of what this is called? It's not trim. Twine. I like this better than this one, I think. Didn't even think to bring this one out. I really like this better. Sometimes your mistakes be the best, huh? Yep. All right, so the last thing we're going to do to make this a gift card holder, we're going to attach this little gift card holder to the back. All right, and you could just line it up. So we're going to put some glue here, some glue here, put some glue to adhere it. I'm getting my words tied up. Okay. All right. Remember, I don't like stuff to fall apart, so I make sure I put enough. I know y'all probably saying, ooh, all of that? Yep, all of that. Okay. And then you just hold this down into place, right? And you have yourself a gift card holder. I love it. What do you all think about it? Think you will want to give it a try? Very easy to make. So I took a card die and converted it and made it my own. All right, you all. So these are my gift card holders for Happy New Year. So I'm going to get some gift cards and, yeah, send them to my subscribers. Can you all see everything in detail? I love the way they turned out. So I made 4. Yep. All right, y'all. Tell me what you think. Thanks for rocking with me. Hope you enjoyed this little small process video. Wanted to show you how I made this die my own. All the things that I use will be in the description box. Leave me a comment. Can you give me thumbs up? Today is December 25th. Can I get 25 thumbs up on this video? All right, tell me what y'all think. Anything you would do different, anything you have done different. If you've used this die and you have a video, let me know so I can come over and see your creation. Till next time, you all have a wonderful, blessed, festive, healthy, and safe Christmas day. Till we meet again, wash them hands every 15 minutes, hot water and soap, and keep creating. Love y'all. See y'all on the next go round.